Hi guys, welcome back. Those of you new to the channel, I'm Teresa Perrin, and I want to discuss with you Tops and the massive potential this has for a squeeze. Guys, I have to be honest with you. I was really debating talking about this stock because if you've been in the market for a long time, this is like one stock you know to stay far, far away from. It has had 10, and yes, I said 10 reverse splits. Freaking believable, guys. That being said, like the share, if you were to go back and multiply it, like from when it first came out, divided by all these splits and everything else, it's like millions of dollars that it's down. Like, I'm not even joking with you. It's absolutely crazy. This is a disaster of a company. I'm not sure whether Wall Street's just intentionally destroyed it or whether the company is just horrible because, like I said, you know to just stay far, far away from this. That being said, you know, the squeeze chaser that I am sees potential in the ability for this to run because I don't believe a single word that Fintel is saying on this. The short interest is being marked as only 20%. From what I'm seeing with 10 reverse splits, I'm guessing, yeah, the amount of naked shorts in this play just has to be astronomical, guys. And again, allegedly, supposedly, I can't prove it, so I can't really discuss that. We're going to go on facts, but that's what comes to the back of my mind. Anyways, let's get into the details of this because you are not going to believe your eyes. Make sure you stay to the end to see what I show you with this reverse split because it's crazy, guys. If you could, just smash that like button, and if you like what you see, please consider subscribing and checking out my morning watch list. All right, guys, so we're going to start with the fact that the average volume in Tops is 778,000 shares. And today it traded 16.92 million shares, and it only has a free float of 2.8 million shares. Guys, I think this might have to be like the final reverse split for the stock because it's not in NASDAQ compliance. It only has a market cap of 15.2 million, which means it's at very, very high risk of being delisted. And we would have to go back and look at the delisting notification that got sent to them in the filings. I do not have time to do that tonight, but that is something that if you are seriously planning to hold this stock overnight, you need to look into because that could be a lot of the reason that this is running, and I don't want anyone to get stuck in a trap. That being said, I will try to look into that tomorrow and get back to you, but I cannot promise. I have something going on, as usual, with my daughter, who waits the last minute to do everything for college, and I need to get stuff together that she needs, or she's going to lose some of her scholarships. So it's not a good situation, but I will do my best to find that for you. Now, let's look at the price action. Today, guys, it was up $2.12 and an additional $1.38 for a 91% approximately increase in value, guys. I saw this at $4 and I saw the name and said, I'm not touching it. Well, hate to chase, but I hate to say it. I might have to jump into this one myself. Right now, I currently do not hold a position. Congrats to those that do. I did see it, like I said, at $4, but the name scares the crap out of me just because I know. But also, when you go back and look, it could potentially have an astronomical squeeze. So I have to consider that. Anyways, it's up 17.27% in the past month and 1,650% in the past 3 months. Guys, I do not believe this is accurate for 1 second. This is a lie. It is down in the past 3 months due to this reverse split. And I did notice they're doing something similar with AVCT as far as that information goes. So once you get to that 3 month, although in AVCT, it's just showing up in the weekly still too. But look at in the past year, this stock is not up. It's not up 327% or it wouldn't have reverse split. This is wrong. So I'm pointing this out just to show you. If anything, this is more like it with the past 5 years, but it's probably down a heck of a lot more than that when you take the reverse splits because, guys, check this out. This is going back to 2021, it was up to $77.80. And here's this reverse split all the way down here in $2.10. And if you were to go back further, you would see that this was millions of dollars according to the chart. Seriously, if you have Webull, go back and pull it back. Just keep going back to like 5 years, 10 years, whatever. You will see it like give you some 8 million, 36 million, something like that. I can't remember the exact figure. I was like, what in God's name? And that prompted me to bring up the reverse split that I'm going to show you right after I show you what FinTel tells us. So FinTel is showing that the short interest is only 20.24%, which would only take 0.6 days to cover, given that the current volume right now was essentially almost 6 times the free float, right? At 16.92 million, when there's only a 2.8 million market cap. So that's where they're getting that from. It is not accurate, in my opinion. There are no shares left to borrow. And the cost to borrow is only 13.71%, which is likely due to the price, but I find that odd given the situation that it's currently in. The short volume ratio is reported at 53.97%. And the average is between 31 and 61%, guys. And here's another thing that's interesting. There are no reported failure to delivers. I find that extremely odd as well, although maybe it's because everybody knows to stay the heck away from this stock, which this is the reason why everybody knows this. Check out this split history, guys. I'm going to read this to you because this is like astronomical. And it's, looking at top split history from start to finish, an original position size of 1,000 shares would have turned into 2.6455 shares today. So 1,000 shares would have become 2 shares. Could you imagine? Below, we examine the compound annual growth rate. CAGR for short of CAGR means compound annual growth rate, guys, of an investment into TOPS SHIP shares. Starting with a $10,000 purchase of TOPS presented on a split basis adjusted basis, factoring in the complete TOPS split history. So guys, if you made a $10,000 purchase in TOPS on 10/5/2012, as of today, the starting share price would have been $143,640,000,000. What in God's name? I am not even joking. $143,640,000,000. That's crazy. And the ending share price would be $3.27. Guys, what in God's name happened to this stock? This is insane. Absolutely insane. I have never seen anything like it. So your total return obviously would be down 100% of your investment. Good God. Average annual internal return, yeah, down 91% per year. More like 100%. Jeez, for the love of God. $143 billion to $3.27. Here's a good example of why you need to cut your losses early. What in God's name, people? This is just sick. And I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know whether to say it's the company. I believe, yeah, maybe their financials stunk. But I think that this is, again, the abuse of Wall Street. And this alone deserves an investigation. It really does. This is sick. Guys, seriously, please comment below your thoughts on this, because this is a first. I've never, ever looked up a stock and seen anything like this. This is, I don't know. I mean, I just know the name and I knew to stay away from it, but this is clearly why. Again, could it have a massive run? Yes. What is the risk? Well, clearly what they were hoping for, my guess. Here, I'm going to go outside the box and say it. I guarantee you that they were planning for this never to get found out because they're trying to get it delisted. Okay. I said it. Facts. Actually, not facts. That's thought process, not facts, guys. But look at the facts in front of you. Facts don't lie. And I don't know. This is as ugly I've ever seen. And guys, for real. If you don't think that this market's manipulated, screenshot this, please. Pin it to your computer wherever you trade and realize this. Actually, if you have a problem with cutting losses, pin this. You will cut your losses faster than fast if you have this in your back of your mind. Imagine being the person that invested in this 10 years ago. Oh, my Lord. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.